calling to give you some information about this facility. I'm sorry about what happened to your father. He was a good man. Before you start your shift, I need to tell you about the animatronics. The job won't be easy, but I'll give you all the information you need to understand everything better. In fact, the former Russian general was going to guide you in your work, but he has since resigned, so I am taking his place. Since that accident, everything has gone downhill with the restaurant. I never trusted those suits. They were trying to create suits that someone could wear and could also function as robots on their own. He wanted to improve and experiment with the new animatronic technology. Why do they think it's even a good idea to do that? It's beyond me. I don't even understand why they bothered to create an entire underground factory beneath the restaurant to begin with. I'm here in the CEO's office. I think he had recordings about the facility here. They were recorded in 1997. I found them. This should explain everything about the robots and what you have to do. Come to the office and I'll play the recording. Alright.
How are you? I hope you're doing well. I did a job. My name is Michael. Michael Johnson. The founder and CEO of Angels Entertainment Group. This is a recording master, by the way. Welcome to the Angels Entertainment World and a cloud facility. All new products and electronics to continuously improve the factory. Or at least that was the original plan. After those two things appeared, and days hence, I had no choice but to close them to public notice. The electronics were stored here because they were behaving strangely day and night and had become evasive. It seemed to be believed to be artificial intelligence, but I never knew why they were behaving that way. Sorry, I got up topic. You were chosen as a security guard in this fantastic place. Congratulations. These electronics are still moving for some reason, and the job is to watch them, that's all. But for some reason, when these robots see human, they try to attack. But don't worry, I took the trouble to task them with our employees and see what to do so they don't attack you. At the same time, we installed things in the maintenance center that will help you. You have a camera system that allows you to see the electronics and the factory. Looks great, right? And to your right is an electric door. We installed these doors because we found they were much safer and stronger. We tried to install another one on the left, but it malfunctioned for some reason. Maybe because it used too much energy. Well, this is the first night, and something is that the electronics tend to move around this night. Tonight, as you press here, the face of this company will probably move around. If you see him in the hallway, shine light at him until he doesn't like light. And if he enters an office, use the weakness and use some of those options like the jammer or the alarm to make it go. Hey, you're not listening, are you? I hope you've been paying attention. Believe me, everything I've told you will help you a lot. Well, have a good night, and after the coded message.
Oh, they created the factory to make products and new animatronics? I'll see the point creating an entire new factory just for that. I have to go. I think I've given you enough information. Good luck on your shift.
First person recording. Perfect hair string-up suits. That was after that even made a string-up versions right for seconds days. I'm doing an experiment with the spring-ups, trying to make the suits also be robots that move and beyond. That work to be used as suits. It can also function as animatronics and beyond. But more skeletons in these suits to make that new function work, but also so that people can wear these suits without any problems. Let's hope this test is a success. What has happened is incredible and horrible. First, a few weeks ago, my idiot son killed 5 children with a Freddy costume. And our employee has died because of spring-lock fever. I don't understand what went wrong. Why did it fail? I told my employees that I will take care of the body and talk to the family. But obviously, I didn't do that. If this is the counseling, it would ruin the reputation of this place. So, I left it here in my underground facility. I brought it here to a secret room. I called it that because none of my employees know about it though. When we built this facility, I asked for this room to be made to store certain things, specifically my prototypes. No one will realize that this is here. I need to check the suit. I can swear I had perfected it. Also, since those murders my son committed, this place now has been a bad image. It's good that he's floated in prison. He deserves that punishment. The shameless.
Hello again, Miranda. I hope last night was... Now, I'm gonna go ahead and play the other recording.
This is a second recorded message. Hello again. If you're in second shift, it means you did an excellent job on your previous shift. Good job. Okay, I'll get straight to the point here. Sorry if I bored you in a previous recording. Now, take that human. Until that human's brother will move. That humans will activate. Remember the door, right? Well, that's where he'll enter. If you see him, close the door. Sometimes his eyes may be off. Something curious is that his eyes are somewhat broken. So sometimes his eyes turn off and he can't see anything. When that happens, he lets himself be guided by sound. If his eyes are off, don't make any noise. You can hold your breath so he doesn't hear you. Yeah, sometimes. It won't be as necessary to close the door. Okay, that's all. Good night. And a second recording message.
I don't know, but I really feel like they're hiding something, or at least trying to. Sorry to bring this up, but ever since that Russian general reported the accident with your father in the suit, and after the restaurant closed in 1996, nothing more was heard about your father. Like he just up and vanished, or they hid his body. I don't know. I'd better leave you alone on your shift. Good luck, Miranda.
So many years as I recorded. It's 1995. The situation has calmed down. I think the writer forgot about that murder that happened 5 years ago, but recalled himself back to the body. I didn't even remember that guy's name. And now it's like someone who's disappeared, since no one knows anything about him anymore. They declared him missing, and even his family believe it. But something incredible happened. I went back to the underground facility and saw that the suit where that employee was really. Then I went back to the room and deactivated itself. I remember that I had previously done an experiment to make the suits work as animatronically on. And it really works. It still works. Even with that rotting corpse inside. It's surprising. After seeing this, I decided to do some tests with it. And it's still working. This is a very recorded message. Hello. You're quite the expert. Now, Walton, the Tubby bot will move. I'm sure you're wondering, why is there a Teletubby here? Well, that shouldn't show is popular. I see that many children like that show, so I thought, why not create my own Teletubby? So I took the trouble to contact the program's directors to come up with this idea of making my own original Teletubby with Rasher. to avoid suits or whatever. And it worked. And that's how Walton the W-Bot was created. Now he'll move and be easy to avoid. He'll go to camera 5 and try to break the power generator. If you see him, turn off the light, and he'll think he has managed to turn off the power, and believe he really falls for it. Okay, that's all. End of a bird recorded message.
This may sound crazy, but I have a theory about why the robots move. Have you heard about those children who disappeared in 1990? What if those same children are possessing the robots? They were murdered by a guy named Tony Johnson. He was Michael's son. He took those children into a back room and killed them. It was only discovered because what he didn't realize was that there was a security camera in the room where he took them, and everything was recorded. He was taken to prison, obviously, and it was horrible when that happened. I don't know why he did it. In fact, something like this actually happened before, when a place called Freddy Fazbear's Pizza was open. There were also incidents. There were rumors, or legends, or whatever you want to call them, that said the robots were possessed by the missing children from that location. What if that was real? And what if that's the same thing that's happening here? I don't know. You probably think I'm crazy. I'm just trying to figure out what happened in this restaurant, because it's not normal. I can't make any sense of it. Anyway, good night.
I've been thinking and wanted to see what else these could do. I mean, I created a kind of zombie. In fact, I was thinking at one point, what if I could revive that person, or transfer the person's consciousness to the other side? I will see how far this can go. But I'll need more test subjects. Right now, this place needs security guards to watch over the tribes. They're acting very friendly. I can tell them to wear their suits to see if it works. But it will be so bad they die that I can continue doing more tests. The Springlock style made views in 1991 because they became so unstable. Almost no one remembers them anymore. I'm sure those guards won't remember them either. Or they won't even know what they are. Well, let's see how far I can get with this. For recorded message. This will be the last night at this office. I'll explain why later. Alright. Tonight, Freddy Fazbear. Get much on from Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. We'll move. I had an alias with Fazbear's Entertainment and was an employee of Fred Fazbear's Pizza for a while. And when I wanted to open my own restaurant, Fazbear's was able to help me make that happen. After creating animatronics, it occurred to me that Freddy himself should be a part of the band. And Fazbear gave me permission for him to be part of the band, and we created a new version of Freddy. But now, I think Fazbear today is not at its best. Okay, the senior and Junior 7 activated his team. Since we could install a door to your left, we installed a steam hose to see if he would leave. And it worked, but Freddy has something that makes him special. I saw that his eyes changed color. When they were orange, I activated his steam at 90, and he left. When they were red, and I activated at 90, he didn't leave. But he did leave when I activated at 120. However, when his eyes are white, he doesn't leave, and he would enter the office. Activate the jammer to make him leave. I don't really understand how it works. The attacks have been in the color of his eyes. It's very strange, but I find it incredible. It's as if he were playing or something. Oh, there's also the skeleton. If you don't see it on camera too, or hear its footsteps, close the right door so it can't get in. That endo is the only one whose function I can explain. It will see you as an endo without a suit, and try to put you in a suit. The system is damaged. Okay, now after this shift, I need you to go to another office. There are some things in this factory that need to be fixed, like some documents or reports. When you go to the office, you'll see what I'm talking about. Alright, see you on the other side.
Wait, another office? And why would we have to fix documents down here? Oh, at least tomorrow will be your last shift, and you won't have to come back there again.
It's 1997. I'm in my office right now, and this is my last test subject so far. The last guy, George Jefferson. So debate. I did several tests before corpse to believe I could revive his bodies. One of them, specifically to one in a blue Joby bot prototype suit, didn't move or do anything. So it seems that not all of those skeletons can withstand blood. Or maybe this thrill-up feeling caused them to stop working. But the others are still functioning. For now, I'm putting the experiment on hold. Now I'm dealing with another issue. There was still discussion about the behavior of the animatronics. I'll keep an eye on those suits. I installed a security camera in the back room and connected it to my own computer. I'm not kidding when I say, but even though the screen is broken, it still works. Well, more or less. What? What's going on now? Okay, I have to go now. I'll put this experiment on hold until the problem with the rational animatronics is solved. This is what causes so much commotion in this place. Last recorded. Tonight will be easy. You won't have to stay until 6 a.m. Just upload his files, and you can leave. Easy, right? There's a door. If you see someone in the window, they'll go through the door. So close it when you see that someone has left. Same if you hear footsteps. With Angel, turn off the power in your office if you see him at the window. That way he won't see you. If you hear him talking, he'll come through the door. Hide under the table. And when he looks at you, turn off the power, so he can see you clearly. He won't leave if you close the door, so don't close it. It won't do any good. I'll leave a button so you can turn off the office light. Keep in mind that you won't be able to close the door when you turn off the power in the office. So, be careful. Also, never mind. I have to go now. Good luck.
What was that? Look, I didn't tell you, but since yesterday, I've been looking for something in his office. Something doesn't add up here. I know he's up to something. I'll call you in a little while when I find something. Miranda, I found out what happened to your father. This is horrible. Your father's body is here, in Michael's office. I saw an old computer with a broken screen. I thought it didn't work, but it does. And what I could see was that I had a camera monitoring the back room, and there are dead bodies in there. I think he's planning on killing the employees. Why would Michael do that? He's a psychopath. We have to get out of there, now! Blake, I'm really sorry your girlfriend disappeared, but I've notified the police. They've already searched the underground factory and they didn't find her. What makes you think you'll be able to find her? Please, don't do this. I told the police what I saw, but Michael started making me look like I was insane. I was going to show them the computer as evidence to prove that there is some kind of secret room there, but it wasn't in the office. Michael must have hidden it somewhere else. The police don't believe me, and now they see Michael and I both as suspects. Please, you have to believe me. It is not safe to go down there. Are you there? Please, don't ignore me. Hello?